All right. I hope that's everybody that has to be included on the session. People will join us as it continues. So, okay, guys. Welcome to FX Group Andy Market Monday Market Breakdown. So, actually, this is a day whereby um I get to choose, or to say we get to choose our weekly market focus. So, yeah. So I can see somebody on the text just said, did I miss something? No, we're waiting for others. So we're just trying to be like, at least give other people a chance. Some people are probably driving right now, like actually to their houses and all of that. But it's just for being fair and all of that. So we prefer that we give everybody a fair opportunity to join us on the Zoom session. All right. I can see everybody. I can see you guys. Don't worry. I can see all, even the ones I had yesterday. I can see all guys, and I hope you all are doing good. For effect. So yeah, guys, we're about to go through the market, but just for in case sake, everybody on the text right now, everybody on text, just text whatever you think you want me to analyze so that we can have it on our top 10 to see if it's a possible trade. I'm reading on your chat right now. Let's go. I'm reading on your chat right now. Just type in what you want me to probably analyze. Just bear in mind, I'm noting everything down. But we won't go through all of them, obviously. I'm just gonna go through the top 10 and then that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna cater for everybody, guys. Bear in mind, I'm gonna cater for everybody. I'm gonna cater for people who trade indices, but bear in mind, we only at FX Gold we have only what is this? NASDAQ, and it also works on US 30. So if whatever I say behind those, you can use that strategy actually to like kind of to kind of be accurate, so to everybody and be fair. So we're gonna use that. Yo, okay, I'm seeing a lot. Guys, I'm saying tell me what to analyze so that we can put it on our top 10. Already NASDAQ and US 30 and gold with USDs are part of our top 10. So this means we are left with 6. So on top of 6, which one should we go? Okay, I can see the dollar index. Obviously now we have 5. GBP USD, DXY, ODJPY, USDJPY, GBP JPY. Damn. Yo, people love German 30, German 30. I don't actually trade German 30. So that's why I probably don't even paid no mind, because it's not part of the my trading. I don't know. It's just not part of me. German 30 is just not part of me. I don't trade that. I only trade big boy stuff. Big boys stuff. I'm just making a joke, man. I'm just making a joke. You know, guys, in as much as we always focusing on, okay, guys, yeah, that's enough. I've seen what everybody has said in the comments. We're about to get to it right now. Yeah, but in as much as we all came for lessons, but we also got to love, because if you being serious all the time, you end up not being a good mentor, because you just focus on instructing. So getting to it. All right. The first one, we all know. What do we focus on? The dollar index. And I'm going to possibly show you guys how do I get to my top 10 so that y'all can actually understand how it works. I'm going to show you how I get to my top 10 so that y'all know how it possibly works. All right, so the first one, we all know we start with the dollar index. As you can see, this is a daily time frame. If I zoom it out, you're actually starting to notice how the market has actually switched up from here to here. So we actually have the second price action over here. So yeah, okay, cool. So now the first thing we do know that we got to set our playground. So if I can look at it, this was our previous high, and then this is our previous low. So our playground is over here. So now let's delve deeper to a 4-hour time frame. As you go on a 4-hour time frame, we're trying to see the movement, okay? So it impulses and corrects quite often. It impulses and corrects quite often. So you can actually see already, guys, that we are in a bullish market. You can actually see that right now we are in a bullish market. As you can all see, this is a bullish market. But how is it bullish though? Is it expanding bullish, or is it let's see. Okay. It also makes sense if it's also an expanding bullish, but there's something I'm actually noticing as well right now, of which, remember, we said what? We said you're always allowed for changes of how the market structures, on how you look at the market, or rather the structures that you do trade. So, okay, I'm seeing something like this at this current moment. I'm seeing this at this current moment. Okay, so we are actually in a bullish structure, because you can actually see that the market always rejects at this level. The market always rejects at this level. And also at the top zone, the market rejects at this level. Okay, it rejected over here, it rejected over here, and it rejected over here, rejected again over here. Ooh. This actually shows us, guys, how this structure is very, very powerful. It tends to tell us how the market nature has been working around, because if you can look at it, there's been actually nice impulses, corrections, impulses, corrections, impulses, corrections, impulses. And this means the market structure or the market nature actually is working good. But they say in order to know what's going to happen in the future, you need to know what happened previously. So previously, if you look at it, it's been creating patterns inside patterns, or rather we say trends inside trends. So if you can see, this was a bearish trend inside of a bullish trend. And then again here, we experienced a bearish trend again inside a bullish trend. So the trends in trends actually applied here. The trends in trends actually applied here. So now, what should we stress on? What we should stress on actually right now, it's what the market is going to do as it got here. Because if we can all look at it, it actually crossed the level that's on a daily time frame. So do we want to see if this, guys, can everybody hear me? Somebody say they can't hear me. Someone just said they can't hear me. If you can hear me, please fire emojis. Okay, people can hear me. I don't know. Probably it's my network, guys. Probably it is the network, but yeah, probably it is the network. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, about that. Okay, cool. So as everybody can see right now, as I said, right now we have to wait of what happens at this current level, right? We need to be able to spot what's going to be able to happen at this current level, as the market has already broke the structure above, and we can't really tell what's going to happen from here, because this looks more of like probably will break above, because remember, a break above, it's a continue of buying opportunities And then a break below, it's a formation of a selling continuation. So we just gotta be alert of how we actually set our setups. So let's go to an hourly time frame. Maybe it will make sense. So as I go to an hourly time frame, we can actually see what's actually happening. So at this current moment, we can't really tell about what's going to happen on. Okay, guys, you know what? I think it's my network because I can see people glitching and all of that. So probably it is my network. So apologies, guys. You know when the weather is kind of a bit dodgy, so it quite distracts the internet and all of that. So I'm so sorry. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. All right. And then as you can see, the top is reaching the top right there. Obviously, on resistance, we expect the market to reject. But at this current moment, we can't tell because the market broke above a resistance and turned it into a support. But now it has reached the trend line resistance. So it can only be confirmed as we analyze to what's going to possibly happen. Right now, we can't really clearly confirm what's the next movement on the dollar index. That's one thing I always say. If it doesn't make sense, don't force it. If it doesn't make sense, don't force it. So for me, the dollar index right now, it doesn't quite make sense. So I would never force anything. Okay. So now let's go to, oh my God, unstable network. Yeah, but at least this says, you guys, don't worry. If it's glitching, this lesson is recorded. It's going to be sent after we have gone through it. All right. And then as we go further, we go to NAS 100. NAS 100. So for the NASDAQ traders, you got to pay too much attention. So as we do know that the NASDAQ is a bullish market, right? We do know that NASDAQ is a bullish market, but that doesn't allow us, or that doesn't make us to be a bit fixed towards the NASDAQ market, because your best trade can turn into your worst nightmare. We all know that, people who trade NASDAQ. We all know that the best trade can turn into your worst nightmare. So we got to analyze properly in order to understand what happens. I got to actually cater for all the rejections in order to make sure that I understand how the market movement is. All right. And then as you can see, NASDAQ started rejecting here. It rejected there. It rejected there again, right here. And also, it rejected over here. It's quite scary now, because it looks more of like we might be expecting, or we might be moving to selling opportunities very, very soon. But let's get to it so that we probably would understand. All right, so let's drop it to a 4-hour time frame. So I dropped it to a 4-hour time frame. You would see why the market actually rejected over there. And we can all see also it's been moving respecting impulses and correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, and all of that. So that kind of at least guides us to what we gotta know. At least it guides us to what we gotta know. So let's actually spot what's been happening in order to know what's going to happen. So, okay, cool. As I look at this point right here, as I look at this point right over here, I'm able to notice that the NASDAQ market has been respecting all the corrections and stuff. This makes this movement a impulse. As you can also see over here that we had a fake out. This fake out was actually created to trap people in the wrong side of the market. And I won't lie to you guys, and as much as it's funny, I was caught also on the wrong side. I was also caught on the wrong side of NASDAQ. So I lost on that trade, but the great part is I used a stop loss. So I lost on that trade, but I'm still looking for further more opportunities. Even before we actually dwell on it, you will also notice that this is an impulse, and then possibly this is starting to act as a correction. Because look at how the market is reacting over here. Look at how the market is reacting over here. Look at how the market is reacting over here. You can start see that this was an impulse, this is a correction, possibly there will be continuations to the downside. But now let's go back to a 1-hour time frame. As we go to a 1-hour time frame, you will be able to see, okay, how this was possible to happen. So as we draw a trend line till this far, you would understand that there's a market breakout, right? As we draw our trend line right here, you understand there's a market breakout over this level. So the market impulsed and then it broke below. And then now this acts as a breakout and a retest, because also catering for this level here with the zone, you would actually see that this is what's currently happening at the current moment. This means NASDAQ actually respected this price action because this is the level of sensitivity. So we actually gotta cater for it. So there's two possibilities here. It's either NASDAQ from tomorrow, it will start actually shooting downwards like this, right? Or either it's gonna wanna build up first. For an instance, it might wanna impulse up to respect this area for the last time and create a double top type formation before it actually gives us the validations to the downside. So for me, that's what I'm seeing. But as scary as it is, the CNBC app, I told Litabo and Ferguson definitely had that session today. It's going to be uploaded so that how you are able to be a sentimental trader. Look at your news before you actually start executing on the market. So that's what you actually do. So I already know what to look for on NASDAQ. It's either the market will shoot straight down to here before it actually pinging, or it will buy first to have a double top type formation before actually starting to go down. So that's what I'm looking for. And how would I enter the trade? Entering the trade, it doesn't really have to do with how will I enter it. It has to do with when am I comfortable to have it. So with my comfortability will kick in as a sell if it breaks the market structure below and actually passes this level. Because if you can look at the level over here, this is also a sensitive type area. This is also a sensitive type area. So if it crosses this level, retest, then I'm gonna go down with it. But if it gets to this level and buys, I will possibly wait for sells over here, unless if it gives me buying opportunities type structure. So it doesn't really respect it. That's true. But remember, you follow the market. You don't actually predict. You don't actually dictate it. So whatever it gives you, you gotta follow. So even me, I'm seeing that the NASDAQ market wants to sell. So what's the whole point of not looking for selling opportunities, where else we do know that we follow the market when we don't dictate it? So that's one thing I'm doing right now. So with NASDAQ, we're done. I showed you two possibilities. So let's go to gold right now. So as I go to gold, I noticed something as well. Setting my playground first, you will easily see over there. We set our playgrounds first. Okay. And then I'm gonna just plug in a zone over here so that we see the double top, the double bottom. All right. So we can see that gold actually broke out of our respected resistance, right? And as it did that, we gotta check what's the reason. Okay, cool. So let's analyze the market first with our eyes. So what happened before? We had a double bottom here and we had an impulse and then it shot down, and then we had an impulse again. We started correcting in a reversal manner. We started correcting in a reversal structure type of manner. And then the market actually reversed, right? The market actually reversed with an impulse correction and continuation. And then we reversed again with a corrective type meta. It broke out, retested, and actually started going up, but it was quite tricky here. I can imagine the person who was trapped in this trade, how did they feel? All right, and then the market finally broke above. So let me go to an hourly time. So as I go on an hourly time frame, I would understand that this from here to actually here, it was a build up towards the market actually breaking that structure. So from one impulse correction, impulse, 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 they were actually building towards breaking the structure. But what's the current presented structure? We need to look at how the market actually looks right now. Okay. All right. So I can see we're having a rising wedge in that structure. We are experiencing a rising wedge. All right. Okay. So on gold, as I've left it, said this was a build up towards breaking the structure, because you can actually see how it was spiking a lot down, because it showed that there was a lot of buying power that's coming. That's coming. A lot of buyers when coming to the market. So that's why this happened. And then let's actually check on a daily time frame what's happening where the market is right now. So as I zoom it out, let's check the levels of sensitivity. So if you look at on the left, you would notice that the area where gold is right now is a bit dodgy. The level area where gold is right now, it's a bit dodgy, because if you can look in the past, there was a time where the market rejected here, 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 also here, and also kind of a bit respected over here. And now it's there again. So now it needs to put us in a space whereby we ask ourselves, so how do we go about gold at this time? So let's go back to a 1 hour time frame. So in an hourly time frame, it shows a possibility of gold being a possible sell. Why do I say that? If we can look at it closely and properly, you would notice that we kind of like having a triple top here. The first top is this one. Second top is this one. And then the third top is that one. So we're having a multi-touch identification and a triple top type formation. So with these, it's actually one of the patterns that are really powerful towards price rejection. So it's already showing us that there's quite a lot of sellers that are coming into the market, because even the last price structure, you can actually see what is actually doing over here. So the forecast might be the market going down in the next coming time. So this is what I'm possibly seeing here. That is a possibility. But also there's still a buying possibility should it happen that the market crosses over this level and breaks above, give us a bit of retest, and then it shoot straight up. So that's when we're going to be able to look for opportunities and all of that. So the selling opportunity, so it's actually the probability, the high probability, because it's actually the one that I'm seeing a lot, because even the structure that is created over here, if you can notice, it looks more of like an ascending type of structure. It looks more of like an ascending type of structure. So opportunities for selling opportunities might be high. This means even on the dollar index, and as much as it's confusing, there's a high possibility it might be strong. So, okay. Let's go to USDZAR. I had a high rate of people that want. All right. Let's go to a daily time frame on USDZAR. I'm also going to look at US30. So we have actually analyzed 3. This is the 4th. I'm also going to go to US30. Don't worry, guys. I got you for today. I got you. I got you. I got you. I'm clearly sure some people are getting I'm clearly sure a lot of people now are getting a lot of numbers, but they're starting to see me quite often. Right? Okay, on the daily time frame on USD ZAR, we can actually see that the USD ZAR is on a bullish market right now. That one we can't even hide. We can see USD ZAR is on a bullish market. Right? As we can see, it's on a bullish market. So as you can see, we need to cater for the zone again. So looking at the top, oh, sorry about that. What the hell is going on? Yep, as you can see right there. So we are actually in a bullish structure. Now let's look at our sensitive areas. So here it was a sensitive area. That's why the market actually rejected right there. But now where the market is approaching right now, it's actually at this top. So is this top sensitive? Yes, it is, because it can end up confusing us of what's happening over here. It can actually confuse us of what's happening, and looking at it and actually taking it a bit down right here. And then we can have this one over here. So this is the worst scenario. So we have 3 levels. We have the highest high, we have the medium support and resistance, and then we have the support. The reason why is the median support and resistance is because it can either act as a resistance or it can either act as a support. As you can see below, it acts as a resistance, but when it's above, it acts as a support. But most of the time, it actually works as a support because the market keeps rejecting a lot of times at the top. So, yeah. Now, let's focus on the 4-hour time frame. Let's go to a 4-hour time frame so that we understand what's happening in between. So, as you can look at it, impulse correction. Oh, geesh. Even without analyzing, I'm already seeing a beautiful double top type formation right here. I'm already seeing a double top type formation over here. Let's go to a 1-hour time frame. Let's look at it a bit. So impulse correction, impulse. Will this be a correction or it's another impulse? Something that's quite confusing right now is that this might have been the correction. This might have been the correction. And then the market probably came back here to respect this level. The market probably came back here to respect this level. So possibly on USD ZAR, we're going to be expecting selling opportunities. Okay, to the person. Lol, is it possible that USD ZAR is going to sell because dollar went up when saw the news on TV, meaning ZAR will be weak? There's a high possibility. That's the thing. In as much as we can't really control the market, you gotta look at the pieces structure. You see, but with me this week, I don't actually see any confirmations as yet. So this means even tomorrow, I still gotta wait to see what happens. It actually shows you that you don't need to trade every time, because the price action right here can be confusing. And maybe the market is actually trying to build a structure, or rather say a new one, to here. Who might know? Who might know? We might not know. Probably will reject, will start selling, come bounce, will sell, bounce, sell, bounce, sell, till it reaches the level that it wants to reach. So we already know the probability is that the USD ZAR will be selling. And then the possibility will be that if maybe it's gonna wanna use this level as well as a strong area. You see, if it wants to do that, then we can consider this as a scam trade. We can consider this as a scam trade. So you see, maybe the respect of this level is going to want to go up, but according to what I'm seeing, this is an impulse. And actually, if we can look at it right here, we had a breakout. Over here, we had a breakout. Over here. So just to not make my charts a bit messy, let me just remove this thing because I quite end up not understanding these daily charts. So as we can see, maybe this is what it's building on. So there was that breakup. So that breakup, remember we said we look for 3 confirmations. So that works as part of my 3 confirmations, that breakout. Yeah. Yeah, so USDs are probability cells. What else did I leave out? I heard somebody saying GBP USD. Let's check GBP USD. Okay. Okay. I'm already seeing a sensitive area right here. So maybe it says why is the market right there, and then catering for the bottom part. I can already see a market structure in this way. I can already see the market structure in this way. And also over here. So GBP USD is actually on a bearish market. Let's go to a 4-hour time frame. So as GBP USD is on a bearish market, we actually gotta cater for good possible structures. Okay. Let's zoom it out so we can see there was an impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction. So even on you know, the market can be confusing at times. So the GBP USD is also showing sense motions of selling opportunities. But how though, since the dollar can possibly? Oh, but I remember saying the dollar will possibly be strong. Yeah, I actually said the dollar might be strong. So I guess the confirmations that I'm actually getting right now is that the dollar will be strong. But just because the dollar will be strong, it doesn't mean the ZAR will be weak. So that's one thing I was teaching about on yesterday's class when I talked about psychology in trading. It's not actually good. So actually on GBP USD, I might be saying this correctly, but I'm looking for selling opportunities. The reason is how the market has built itself right now. It's a bit funny. You can see this is an impulse, this is a correction. And then probably when the market gets to this level, it's going to impulse down. And then the minute it gets to this level, it can start shooting down. Because if we can look at the structure it is built right now, it's on a bearish market. It's on a bearish market. So if we can look at it as well. And it can also reject right there because of this zone again. I be chilling with the G's now in the zone. So I'm dripping on the low. So as you can see, yeah, that's the actual thing. That's the actual market. Hey, to whoever said GBP USD, I must check it out. Shout out. Y'all guys are giving me signals without even me noticing, eh? So I already know that I gotta look for selling opportunities on GBP USD. All right. But what might make this trade invalid is if the market breaks above and retest this level. For an instance, I'm speaking of something like this. If the market impulses up, breaks this structure, and then starts doing this before it actually shoots out. So that's when I'll actually start looking for some different possibilities and all of that. But at the current moment, it looks as a perfect sell. It looks as a perfect sell. But either or, let's go to the last pair of the day. So let me see. No, USD, I'm left with 2. This means I also cater because Currencies are a lot, so people of NASDAQ only have the NASDAQ and US 30. All right. Let's go to GBP JPY. GBP JPY. Whoa. Okay, this is one of the dirty markets I've never seen. USD JPY is one of the dirty markets I've never seen. Oh my God, what the heck is happening over here? For the first time in forever, I don't see what's actually happening. Okay, let me try finding out what's happening. On GBP JPY, okay. So this is our lowest low, but then where is our highest high? Where is our highest high? Because I can't say this is a zone, because it's impossible that it's a zone. It's not a belt structure. It's just a market a longest market consolidation. Okay, let me go to a 4-hour time frame. Maybe I'll see something. Going on a 4-hour time frame, maybe I'll see something. Okay, we can consider this area being strong. We can consider this area being strong, of which it gives us a clear indication of what to look for over here. At least it brings a highlight of what's possible to happen. The network, the internet is kind of like taking everything down, but I'm so sorry, guys. It's beyond my control. I have the 5G something tower network, but it's quite disappointing me when it starts doing this, especially when it affects my students. It hurts me. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. There's a lot that can happen on GBP JPY, but as far as I'm concerned right now, I'm thinking it can possibly sell as well. Because you can see, as you can see, this can be an impulse, this can be a correction, and then the last piece of price, it can actually take the market down to here and go further more down. So that's my idea on GBP JPY, because if you can look at it, we also crossed this level, and we do know that this level is sensitive. So there's a lot of more possibilities of that happening. So yeah, so possibly, I'm not quite sure, maybe the going down and all of that. But the high probability I'm seeing is GBP JPY going down. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm not really sure about it, but it is what it is. I'm seeing selling opportunities. So yeah. As I've said, guys, if I don't really look at it, I don't force trade. If I can't understand the market, I leave it out. So let's go to US 30. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yo, US 30 looks so beautiful. US 30 looks so beautiful. Oh my God. Whoever said I should look at US 30. Thank you. Thanks for the signal, guys. I appreciate it. I'm about to make $1 million. So thanks for the signal. All right. So on US 30, we actually were moving bullish. But now the market broke below and went to retest. Okay, let's go on a bigger time frame first. Let's go on a bigger time frame first. Let's understand what's happening on a bigger time frame first. Oh, US 30 and NASDAQ, they're possibly having the same structure. All right. And from here, I can see there was a breakout. All right. Hey guys, this is gonna possibly one of the long, beautiful cells. This one. Which one is this one now? Which one is this one, though? I won't lie to you. I'm about to swing the shit out of NASDAQ. Of US 30. Let me see. You see, guys, if this will confirm as a sell, then now we definitely eating. Now, guys, impulse correction with the retest, and there's no other way than just us actually going down. I don't see another way off than us going down. This means we're gonna impulse down. We're gonna impulse down. Now, guys, it looks good. It's a sell. And then if I look at here, how? And it's also a head and shoulders. It's a head and shoulders, because look at this. The left shoulder, the neckline, the head, the neckline again, and then the right shoulder, and then going down. Nah, guys, I don't need to say a lot, man. Like you can already see, saying there's a lot of confirmation we're getting right here. So if you're gonna miss out on this, I don't know. You don't want to make money for December. I do want to make money for December, so I'm actually gonna take this trade and actually make money out of it. So that's what happened. So you can see, guys, that's what's happening with US30. US30 is purely beautiful. It's not like NASDAQ. It's not like quite tricky with a lot of movements, but it's strictly focused on how it moves. So it's an inverse head and shoulder. It's a breakout retest, and it's a retest on a zone. So that's how it goes. Okay, guys. So we are done with what people can possibly trade for the week. Otherwise, I'll send a link on the group to actually give you. I'll send the links of the market structures I'm looking forward to. For this week, and then you'll find them. I don't know, should I put them on general or trading ideas? No, you'll find them on trading ideas. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So how do you gonna trade this trade? If it breaks below this structure, guys, it's going to sell. If it breaks above, we'll see how it happens. It might want to break above for a double top before it goes down. You just gotta actually, you just gotta actually put your head into it. Yeah, I don't think there's perfect timing for entries, but if you feel comfortable with entering the market, then you can. That's what I normally say. If I feel comfortable, then I'll enter. If I don't, then I won't. So that's how it actually works, guys. I can actually much love, peace, and happiness to everybody. Bob Picks, I can see you. Lucas Ngoz, Indote Shai Chiskop, entire daily and night. I can see you, my nigga. I can see you, my brother. I can see you, Kiabe Chui. I can see you, my brother, as well. I'm not sure how Y9S. I can see you, my brother. I can actually see everybody. I can see that you are back. Hey, you love the market. You love the market. This nigga loves the market. This nigga is always on the market. Zolisa Mpangela. I can actually see everybody. Nonfundo, I can see you. Yeah. And then nonetheless, guys, this is FS Coach, your mentor, signing out.